Bad news on the BMW. I need more bushings. And the UPS man in the big brown truck is here 2 days late. I thought the post office sucked. What the hell happened? Delayed in transit, delayed in transit.
Nearly a decade. All that said, wages were up 2.5%.
Says it's in Commerce City, Colorado. That's not mine.
But certainly not strong.
You know that Amazon ships these boxes half empty or 2/3 empty?
Oh yeah.
You open them up, they're full of air. It should be a long part. Well, who knows? They put long parts in round boxes.
It should be up on this shelf right. Oh, here it is. See that written on it, 5835, but it's 5832. Man, the guy can't write, I tell you.
Amazon has never been late, and people order potato chips and dog food. I need this bar to put on the car, but now I just jacked it up and I checked my suspension. Oh my God, there's $15 bushings. I can buy the whole assembly for $150. I don't want the whole assembly, I want just the bushings. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I gotta drive this V12 BMW, towing a Corvair back to New York.
You're driving it back?
Yeah, I just drove the BMW from Los Angeles, just towed this from El Paso. I'm ready to go.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I got front end wobble real bad, shaking like crazy. So I jacked it up. Oh, I got a bad ball joint. Change one. Still shaking. Here's the ball joint. Change the other ball joint. Still shaking. So I do a full inspection and my control arm bushings are friggin' loose. They told me that on the forum. Those bushings are bad. And I didn't take their word. This bushing's mint and the ball joint's worn. And that ball joint is not worn at all, wherever it is, but the bushing is friggin' junk. All the guys on the forum are watching my videos, and the Corvair forum, and the BMW forum, and I'm stuck here in the junkyard, getting eaten up by fire ants and getting sunburned.
Well, I hope you make it to New York.
Well,
I know you will.
I had 2 fuel leaks, major, dumping fuel all over the engine, fixed. Look at this. Guy that owned this car, actually a friend of mine owned this car 5 years ago in San Diego. By coincidence, this other doofus bought it. He's driving around. This thing was spraying fuel all over the engine. And that's after I fixed the back one that was spraying fuel in the back. A freaking $1 worth of hose. I know. Now the control arm bushings. Oh my God.
Some people, you know.
Yeah, just drive her till she drops. Here's the other one.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, oh yeah. So now I know why the wheel's wobbling like crazy, because the bushings are bad.
You know, that's the reason why my truck's wobbling.
Let me crawl underneath. At Diagnosing, yeah, you got ball joints and bushings, and when they wear, the tire just flails back and forth. It's heavy. Going downhill in that BMW and just shaking like mad. Kingpin suspension. No bushings here, maybe bushings here. I don't see. You got ice under your engine.
Well, that's because I went through a snowdrift.
Yeah! It's 80 degrees, I'm getting sunburned, and you got ice melting off your oil pan. When's the last time they changed the oil on this thing? That filter looks like it's about 1973.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're pretty good about changing the oil every 3,000, 5,000 miles.
Really? They probably put the old oil filter back, because that oil filter looks bad. Why don't you wiggle your steering? I can do it from here, actually. Steering box is worn.
Oh, steering box is
Yeah,
worn.
see, I'm turning it here. This is your steering wheel. Comes right down here, and there's wear where my hand is. And if you stick, here, go in the front. Yeah, steering box is worn. Because I'm turning the steering shaft, and the box has got slop in it. Because I have to turn it a lot to get that arm to move, which means the steering box is worn. And nobody ever changes steering boxes until they're 10 times worse than that.
Okay. Well,
But that's not what the wobble is. I wonder what it is. Looks like a grease fitting that self-greases. These things have self-greasing. Huh. It's a heavy truck, so I can't really turn much like I could on a car. See, when I just do that, your steering doesn't move. If I do more, there goes your wheels. So if you had play like I have on mine, this would move and this wouldn't, or that would move and this wouldn't. There's a ball and socket in there, so everything's tight.
Okay.
And this thing has bushings on the coil springs, the leaf springs. They don't look bad. It's a very simple front end. This thing goes back to the 50s. They've been making them the same way since the 50s. Exact same way. Right through a snowdrift. If I had long arms, I could reach over to the other side, but I don't see any grease coming out of the kingpins. It's got a self-greasing system, but there's no grease coming out of the kingpins. There should be grease coming out of here. And they're dry, and that's not good. So So you tell them at work, they'll say, yeah. We do the fixing and you do the delivering. Yeah, I know where that comes from.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thanks, bro. Get this big brown truck out of here and deliver other people's Xboxes and Game Boys and bags of dog food. That's what people order. My buddy delivers mail. He just left. He's heading back to Maine, towing a Corvair also. He says, I used to deliver 1 package a week. Now I deliver 20 a day.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I know that. They really.
You just click and man comes up the driveway.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope it's the right part. I just need those other bushings.
I hope so too.
Thank you. Watch out for those snowbanks. Man in a big brown truck. 4-wheel disc brakes and a self-greasing system that doesn't work. I wonder if you have a little hand pump and you pump it. Yeah, my rear thrust bushings are worn, just like they said on the forum. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Should have ordered ball joint assemblies. They sell just the bushing, and I won't have it till Monday, which means I'm going to drive with those bushings. They're not going to go anywhere. Look at that. Those bushings are friggin' perfect. And the back ones are worn like heck. Gotta use nice clean language. If I use dirty language, I'd get lots more hits. Yep. Where is it? Can't see what I'm looking at. Yep, both sides, same thing. Darn. You can get the bushings separately, but I have to order them. And I'm going to drive to Ohio or Indiana, change it at another friend's house. I'll just get back on the road. Now I need 2 hammers, and my buddy Dwayne just went away with the hammer. I only got 1 hammer, you need 2 to hammer on that and get the stud to release from the plate. Got no more fuel leak. We'll fix her up. Little by little. What am I doing? Getting sunburned, that's what I'm doing.